Good afternoon or good morning, depending on where you're at, and welcome to the IRT Network. John Scott along with you. Got a great match here. Doubles action all the way. This is going to be our last match until 5 o'clock Central Time tonight. This is the number 8 seed, Javier Mar and Rodrigo Montya. You Killed My Father, Prepare to Die, taking on the number 9 seed in Reid and Taylor Knoth, both out of Oregon. This is a very interesting matchup, almost a pick'em. The favorite may be Mar Montya because they've played a lot together. They're fantastic players. They both have played singles earlier today as well. Reid lost last night, as did Knoth. We're at 3-0. Nick Riffle is the referee. As we take a look at the singles side, Rocky Carson and Alex Landa play tonight at 5 o'clock. Also playing tonight and on this featured court will be Alvaro Beltran and Sebastian Franco. During that time, we have an announcement that is a very important and big announcement to tell you about here in the racquetball world. The 6 o'clock matches are David Horn and De La Rosa, and Sam Murray and Rodrigo Montya. Sam comes in as the number 5 seed. Montya battling from the 20th spot. I am going to be very excited to watch that match. Montya back deep there. Puts it in the corner. But it's 1-4 after that skip. Drive serve from Dylan. Montya off the back glass. Dylan now sets up center of the wall and buries it. 2 bounces called. Mar with Pro Kennex. Montya with Gearbox. Reid also plays with Gearbox racquetball rackets. Taylor Knoth plays with Head. Drive serve at 2-4. Z serve to Montya's backhand. Another good Z serve, forcing Montya off the back glass. Now Dylan sets, shoots it down the line, and Reid is firing nicely. We don't get to see him play a lot in doubles. I believe this is the first time he's been on the network doing so. 1 point away is Reid and Knoth, as pro doubles rules and singles, at least in the scoring format, are now the same. 2 out of 3 to 15, tiebreaker at 11, win by 1. Mar into the corner. Dylan's covering nicely. Dylan wants 2 bounces called. Mar calls it. And we're tied up at 4 apiece. Victor says he's going for Team Mexico. What's up, Leo Vasquez? Hope you're having a great day. Brandon Davis jumping on. You are certainly welcome for the stream. We certainly appreciate you watching.
Thank you.
Dylan and Taylor doing a good job making a comeback here, up by 2. 6-4. We are live on the IRT Network, YouTube, and Facebook. It's the International Racquetball Tour if you're looking for us on YouTube. Hey to everybody watching there. Certainly appreciate you watching. On YouTube, on Facebook, it's facebook.com/IRTFan, or just search up the International Racquetball Tour as well. And then, of course, the old trusty IRT Network online, IRTnetwork.com. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody around the world. We certainly hope you enjoy the best players in the world battling here at the Lewis Drug Pro-Am. 6 apiece. Dylan's going to cut that off into the corner. Montya shoots it down the line, can't put it away. Mar with a nice dig. Now Taylor into the corner, can't put that down. Six apiece. Montya with a high lob serve here, right down central. Dylan's going to cut that off. Taylor now into the corner. Mar with a good get, but it's a huge setup for Dylan. He can't put that away. And then, did he skip that off his frame? That was sloppy. Very sloppy rally there by both teams. 6 apiece. And speaking of sloppy, I'd like to say hi to my mother-in-law watching back home in Kentucky. Hope she's doing well. Nice reverse from Dylan. Take a 1-point lead, 7 serving 6. Kane's knee is still hurt. He's supposed to have an MRI this past Wednesday. It had to be rescheduled to the 24th, so we won't know the official diagnosis, but preliminary reports show that it's a possible meniscus tear and strained something. Let me go back to it when I give you guys the right information here. Let's see. Sprained MCL, torn meniscus, or possibly both. Those are the two things that doctors are saying are more than likely, but we won't know until the MRI results come back. Six serving 8 here in Sioux Falls. Knoth, big overhead swing. Montya wants a hinder. And a replay called. Montya super smooth. What's up, Adam and Nia? Hope you're having a great day. Wish you were here, but I think you're in Asia somewhere, if I heard right. Seven, 8. High lob. Dylan's going to cut that off and stop short. He's worried about encroaching, which he was super, super close on, and skips the ball. Mania says, I wish I could be at the tournament, but at least I'm not playing with Nick Riffle this weekend. So, whatever that means. Nick is reffing this, and he's about 4 or 5 feet away from me. So, I passed on the information, Adam. He says thank you. Skip ball off the racket of Dylan. 8 apiece. What's up, Dre is saying good afternoon from Huntsville. Thank you so much again for everybody who's joining. 9-8 lob Z. Knoth down the line. Marr skips that one short of the front wall, half out. Adam says he's currently in Vietnam. Raul watching from Albuquerque. Hey, Tony, thanks a lot for the kind words. Certainly appreciate your support. So big news on the horizon. We're going to be talking about it at 5 o'clock tonight during Alvaro Beltran's match. Nine serving 8 here in the first. Would love to hear what you guys think about the 2 out of 3 versus 3 out of 5 rule change. Talked a little bit about it in LA. Now that we're one tournament in, we are seeing more tiebreakers. That's of course going to happen. The tournament directors actually talking that they like it because it helps them stay on time. I'd love to know what the fans think. 10-8. Trevor says hello from South Africa. Thank you so much for watching down in South Africa. We certainly appreciate that. And Carlos says hello from Texas. What's the outcome of Sudsy and Ruben? They don't play until tomorrow. They play, I want to say 10 or 11 o'clock tomorrow. We're going to do the best we can to get that match televised. We have 2 courts going, by the way. Over on our other court, Rojas and Horn are playing doubles. And if you're looking for that on Facebook, simply scroll down and you'll see it. David, that's a great point. We've actually talked about that as well. What David is saying is he likes the 2 out of 3, but he would love to see the tiebreaker where you must win by 2. I like that idea. 11-8 high lob serve. Dylan back deep. Goes wide. Marr is there. Taylor's going to track this down. I think he hit Marr with it. He did on the shoe. We're waiting. We're looking for a good top 10 play. My boy Ricky Betts set us up real nicely with Neil Everett and ESPN Sports Center. And Neil has reached out twice since California saying, hey, you got any new racquetball best of clips? They want to get them on ESPN. And of course I said, well, of course. Neil said, quote, cool is the rule. Get me a good clip and I'll get it on ESPN. So we will work to do that. Rodrigo cuts that off now, jumps under that one. I believe Dylan skips it. Rodrigo hits that like he was in practice. It walks up, flat, rolls it. For a big guy, Mar has soft hands. In another life, perhaps, he was a masseuse. High lob Z. Taylor cuts this off cross court. Montya shoots it down the line. Mar is just camping on the right-hand side. Watch. I'm starting to pick out his game plan here in doubles, at least right now. He walks over, and he's just looking for easy shots to put in the corner. Good pickup from Montya. Mar moved approximately a foot in that entire rally. His wingspan, somewhere around 13.5 feet, something. I'm just kidding. He's got a big reach though, and quick hands, but he's about 50-50 on these dink shots for Reid kills. What is the purpose of a lob serve down the center? The serve that Mar was doing. A lot of doubles players at this level, they'll do that, and it kind of forces the receivers a little bit off balance. You see it a lot during a righty-lefty team. You know, also in theory here, Montya's forehand would be weaker than his back. Mar's backhand would be so they're forcing Montya to hit from his weak side, and right there they force it into a skip. Mar out of position, unable to get that. 12-14, high lob, middle of the court. Mar will cut this off. Some sloppy returns there. Knoth knows he missed a huge shot at 13-14. They're making a bit of a comeback. And misses a big opportunity. Montya kills the ball. Good call from Nick. Easily kills the ball and walks out. Very, very good first game. 15-13. Before we take a quick commercial break, we want to say hello to our friends at Rollout Racquetball. All weekend long at Rollout Racquetball, they're giving IRT fans 20% off their entire order. Check out all the great things Rollout has to offer, including great racquetball wear, lifestyle clothes, hats, shorts, and much, much more. Again, it's this week only. All you got to do is go to wearrollout.com. That's www.wearrollout.com. Enter promo code IRT South Dakota, and you will get 20% off your entire order. Again, that's wearrollout.com. Support those who support us. We'll be right back right here on the IRT Network.
When it comes to the game of life, we're all on the same team. And success comes simply from trying. You don't have to be a celebrated athlete to celebrate being active. And you don't have to be on the field to have your own cheering section. United Healthcare.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, live on the IRT Network at the downtown YMCA in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. This is the Lewis Drug Pro-Am. I'm John Scott, so glad to be along with you. Great racquetball action all day long. Hi to everybody watching from Facebook, YouTube, here in the event, or here at the event on the IRT Network as well. I had a question, where was it? Oh yeah. Somebody wants to know, how are the doubles teams seeded? Are these guys really the 8th and 9th best teams? They are the 8th and 9th best teams at this event, and this is how it's seeded. Each player has a doubles ranking. You take the doubles ranking of player 1 and player 2, you add them together, and that's their ranking as a team. Montya and Javier have not played a lot of doubles on the IRT, but they have played a few. Reid and Knoth as well. That's why if you look at the current, I'll go over to it real quick. The current IRT doubles standings, if you go to irt-tour.com, click on ranking and then doubles rankings, you'll see that Daniel De La Rosa is a #1 doubles player. Alvaro Beltran is right behind him. Ben and Kane are tied for 3rd. That's probably going to go away shortly, as Kane's not playing a lot of doubles, and Jose Diaz is in the 5th spot, but right on the heels of Kane and Ben. Same as Jake Bredenbeck. So again, Daniel's the #1 player in doubles. Rocky Carson is the #1 ranked player in singles. He has a comfortable lead from the #3 spot. Kane is not here, so he'll stay in the 2. And there are some tight races in the top 8 and some distances. There's a group at 1 and 2, another group at 3 and 4, and then everybody else. Yeah, we do. I'll push me up on the volume a little bit if you would. I will give you in the chat box. I'm going to post the doubles ranking. Let's see. Here you go. What's up, Kevin Harrington? Hope you're having a great day. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, if you haven't already, please share this feed. We'd certainly appreciate it. Those of you watching on Facebook. And actually on the IRT, you can also share it, IRT Network. There is not, I believe, a share option on the YouTube Live. Dylan with the drive Z. Thought he was going to go for a lob for a second. Back deep now. That's a great shot. I've got a few monitors in front of me. One of them's 30 seconds behind. The other is my live feed. And if I'm calling something you're not seeing, it's because I'm calling from the wrong monitor. Montya sends that one a little too high. Knoth now hits the afterburners, the left-hand side of the court. 3-4. Montya and Mar have been plagued by skips, some easy skips, and doing just enough to win. Mar with a nice slice and dice.
4 serving 5 serving 4.
Dylan frustrated at himself. He knows he had an easy shot there, but just came up short. Great shot. Good re-kill from Mar. For a big guy, Mar does not hit the ball super hard, but he covers the course nicely, minus that shot. Generally, he covers the court nicely and is able to really hit some nice control shots. Nick. I got more. Yeah. Norm McNutt watching. Norm is, if you're not friends with him on Facebook, you gotta be. My favorite thing that Norm posts is he's got this collection of racquetball memorabilia, different old rackets, different pictures, a lot of cool stuff. I'd say he's got one of the better collections of racquetball memorabilia and racquetball rackets and that kind of thing of anybody I've ever seen.
7 serving 5. 8 serving 5.
8-5 for Montya and Mar. High lob serve right down central. Dylan with a volleyball spike into the ground. Does not count in racquetball, though. 9-5. High lob coming again. Dylan's going to, he looked like he was going to cut it off, but this time goes back. Almost skips that one, but Montya does. I find it much easier to play this game when you hit the front wall before you do the floor.
5 serving 9.
5-9. Thanks to everybody who's watching. For those who are interested in being advertisers on the IRT, certainly reach out to us. You can email me directly, john@irt-tour.com. Last night alone, we reached over 500,000 people. Our biggest Thursday night viewership ever. In one night of live tests, we had a reach of over 500,000 people. We've got all kinds of great advertisers and partners. You see them on the wall there. You'll see them and hear about them as we go through the day today. And if you would like to be on that list and helping racquetball get back and help create a renaissance in the sport, all you've got to do is reach out and we will take care of you. john@irt-tour.com. And I will make sure that someone contacts you and brings you in as a partner in changing the face of racquetball as we know it. High lob serve, right-hand side. Taylor back deep is going to go to the ceiling. Mar back. Is he going to shoot it? Yeah, he forces it overhead. It's a pretty good one. He's going to have another opportunity here. You can see some outdoor ball there from Mar's stroke. Now he goes wide. Taylor's there and sends it way up. And Mar misses one there and turns around and says, I'm sorry. He should, because that was a terrible shot off of a bad return from Taylor. Really missed an opportunity there. High lob once again right down central. Either the chat box is quiet or I am not getting the chat. Let's take a look. Oh, there we go. All right, so John, who is your pick in singles, Rocky or Daniel or someone else? I gotta tell you, I don't root for anybody. Genuinely, I don't root for anybody anymore. I can't really do that, and I would never publicly say if I did, out of fairness for everyone. I think that Rocky's a good bet. I think that Daniel is playing better than anyone on tour right now consistently. And keep in mind that's a one event. Seeing Daniel play like he did in LA was, I got to tell you, it was crazy. He played so good. And he almost lost to Charlie Pratt. Came back from being down, I think, 12-2. And then won that event. And I'll say it right now, and no, I'm not crazy. The way that Daniel was playing in California, the way that Kane was playing in California, straight up, I believe that Daniel still would have beat Kane had Kane not gotten hurt. But it's very hard to pick against the king of racquetball. Jason, thanks a lot. He says, I can't tell you how awesome it is to be able to watch racquetball on my phone. Certainly appreciate that and appreciate you being along with us. JP watching in Newcastle, UK. Thanks a lot, JP. We got a lot of folks watching overseas. Somebody's watching in Vietnam. Paul is in London. JP's over in the UK. South Africa, we had somebody earlier just a few minutes ago saying they're watching from South Africa. Lots and lots of folks around the world loving racquetball, and we certainly appreciate you and appreciate all of your comments. Sam says, I'm watching in my bed. You know what, Sam? It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's time for you to get up and get out. Take us with you, of course. I'm just kidding. Who knows where Sam is? It may be tomorrow already. Timothy Baghurst throwing out a World Championship plug, saying all these international folks need to play in the World Championships. I agree. Dylan Reid with a big drive Z serve. He's got an opportunity here, but he can't quite put it down. Oh, and I think there was, yeah, Marr went for a shot and caught Taylor, so we're going to have a replay. Steven is watching from Louisiana. Doug, you're certainly welcome. We appreciate that. He's watching on both courts right now. He's got an iPad, an iPhone. Shut off the ringer, put it on Do Not Disturb. He's watching racquetball all day. We appreciate that. Montoya's going to hit this into the corner. This is where you say nice rally if you're Montya. After a shot like that. Off the backhand side, down the line. That's a really good shot and an increased pace. Montya much better on the backhand side. Oh, and Dylan plays soccer, but not in the racquetball court. Side out. 10-9. Bob, you're certainly welcome. Thank you for watching. Stay warm. Ahmed says he's watching from Egypt. A fan on Facebook. We certainly appreciate that, Ahmed. Keep watching and share with all of your friends. We certainly appreciate that. 11-9 is the score. High lob, serve on the right-hand side. Taylor shoots it across court. Oh, wow. Did he make that? He did. Montya with a great rip. He's so good on the backhand side. Nice pickup from Dylan. Oh, another good get. ESPN Sports Center looking for you. That's a possibility right there. That was a great rally. Great gets from both players. Lewis says, is racquetball just the U.S. name for squash? Is there any difference? Yes, there's a lot of difference, actually. The ball is smaller in squash. It's very hard. The courts are a different size. They're a little shorter in length. And some other things. The rackets are a lot different. And in squash, there's a 10 that goes across the bottom part of the floor. So you can't hit it too low. And racquetball, of course, hitting the ball low is encouraged. So, yeah, completely different sports, but very good question. Jody Morris jumping on. He's watching down in Texas. Jody does a lot of good things for racquetball, but when he wears his sleeveless shirts on the court, he really takes it a step backwards. So, Jody, do us all I'm just kidding. We are live in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. We're having a heat wave outside where it's almost 45 degrees. The locals have their umbrellas out, protecting them from the sun and wearing sunscreen here. They're not used to it being over 20 this time of year. Marr back deep, shoots that down the line. Taylor with a nice kill, but can't put it down. Dylan now into the corner, and again, he's got to hit this wraparound thing. That's actually not a great one. He hit one earlier that stuck to the back wall. And we're at 13, 14. We're at 14, serving 9. Possible match point. Taylor overhead. Montya can't put it down. Dylan with an opportunity. That's a tough shot to hit as the ball's flying at crazy angles. Dylan back deep, can't come up with it as the ball dies on the back part of the glass, and that's going to do it. Javier Marr and Rodrigo Montya, you killed my father, prepare to die, win in 2 straight, 15-13 and 15-9. There you go. The scoreboard just got taken off and I lost it. 15-13, 15-9. They move on. We're going to take a break. We'll be back on the air at 5 o'clock Central Time. It's 1:15, so we got a few hours. Thanks to everybody who's been here. And don't forget, have your pet spayed and neutered. And also, if you have any questions about the IRT and would like to be a partner or an advertiser, please contact us because we would love to work with you. I can be reached directly at john@irt-tour.com or reach out to everybody at info, I-N-F-O, at irt-tour.com. Now I'm just talking because the directors really want to go to lunch and they want me to shut up, so I guess I should. For everybody here on the IRT Network, I'm John Scott. Thanks a lot for joining us. We'll see you at 5 o'clock tonight.